So over the course of the last day, I think we've all come to realize that this is really a cross-cutting issue that affects all of us, regardless of our country, the contextual situation, or our individual institutional objectives. And in this session, it's quite a broad session, but the real focus is that we're going to be talking about different ways to communicate messages to different audiences. So I'll just begin by introducing our resource people for today's workshop. On the far side, we have Raghavan Suresh from the Public Affairs Center in India. We have Owen Barter, Director for the Center for Global Development, Europe. We have Navdeep Dhariwal, co-founder of Miran Films, and also a BBC freelancer. And so they'll be with us in a minute, and throughout the course of the morning, they'll be leading different parts of the workshop. So I just wanted to begin in order to frame our session and our thinking around messaging. In March 2011, the Think Tank Initiative undertook a survey, which many of you will remember responding to. It was an online survey on policy engagement and communication needs. And the objective of conducting the survey with all of you was for the Think Tank Initiative to really be able to identify priorities for organizational development support, specifically on communications and outreach. The response rate was quite high. We had an 80% response rate. And the respondents were asked, as part of the survey, they were asked to rank areas for which they required support. And so we're going to focus on these two areas. So I'm just going to quickly let you know that the first one that came through from all of the respondents as the most pressing, 90% of respondents indicated that they needed additional support in packaging and communicating research. And that was defined as packaging and communicating the results of research to reach different target audiences, including the production of user-friendly outputs such as policy briefs, videos, and popularized versions of research findings. The second area that came through quite strongly was that 85% of respondents indicated that they still required support in communication strategy. So although 60% actually had a communication strategy in place, 87% still indicated that there was more room for improvement, both on the design of their strategy, but more importantly on the implementation of that strategy. And so we're going to use this as the foundation, because this is such a broad topic. We still need to be able to narrow it down to a point where we can all walk away with some solutions on how we are all being successful in influencing policy. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Navdeep Dhariwal, who's going to provide some inspiration to us and share with us some multimedia tools that her organization has been effective in working with policy organizations such as ourselves to communicate research to different audiences.